Hi everyone, and welcome to my first apartment building video. So I did upload a video a couple weeks ago where I renovated an apartment, but this is the first time I've actually deleted an apartment and started from scratch with my own layout, and I just had so much fun with it. So this is supposed to be an apartment for an artistic couple or single sim and a kid, and it's actually for Let's Play. It's for my Sims 4 Season 2 Let's Play for a couple named Taz and Amara and their daughter Willow. So I'll be moving them into this apartment in the next part of that Let's Play, which I'm so excited for. And I was thinking about keeping it a surprise that this apartment was for them, but I decided not to because I think I hinted strongly enough in the Let's Play that I was going to be moving them out of their house. And plus, it's just easier to explain some of my choices with furnishing if I could actually talk about the Sims that this apartment was for. And I was planning on making this apartment kind of a mix of industrial and bohemian, like using a lot of patterned items from the movie Hangout Stuff Pack. But once I actually got into the furnishing, it didn't quite turn out that way. It ended up just more so being industrial. I didn't really end up using a lot of patterns, but I'm still really happy with how it turned out. And I do want to make a more bohemian styled apartment eventually. But right now I'm working on the foyer / office area. Because, yeah, I wasn't sure what to do with that area off to the side of the entrance, so I decided to turn it into a little office nook, and this is one of my favorite parts of the apartment. I'm just really happy with how it turned out, and I also like those items. They're the columns, but they're slatted. I think those are so cool, and I was trying to use them in other areas of the apartment, but I ended up just leaving them here because it looked too cluttered elsewhere. But yeah, pretty happy with how this area turned out, how the whole apartment turned out. And the day that I made this apartment, I had so much fun with working on it that I actually made 3 apartments. So I'll be uploading videos for those over the next few weeks. And the other 2 apartments are in very different styles than this one. So the second one I made is a very light and bright, and I guess kind of chic studio apartment in the fashion district, and I just did that because this apartment turned out kind of dark, and I just really wanted to make something bright to contrast that. And the third apartment I made is an apartment for an elderly couple, so it's just like a 2-bedroom apartment with a spare bedroom for visiting grandchildren or parents or or children or whatever in it. So I'm pretty excited to share both of those, but I'll talk more about them in the actual videos for them. I'll just focus on this apartment here. So that room in the back of it that has the curtain in front of it is supposed to be the art studio area. And it might seem kind of weird that I have a curtain going into it rather than just a door, but I thought it would look neat if it had more of an open feel to it and, was open to the hall area and to the main living area. It felt like more a part of the living area than just a room that was closed off. So I just decided to do that. And if you do download this apartment and decide that you want to have 3 bedrooms, then you could easily just wall that off and put a door there and use that as a master bedroom or whatever. So yeah, that is an option. So you can turn it into a 3-bedroom apartment if you want to. Oh, and since I've made 3 apartments, I wanted the next city living related build that I work on to be a penthouse. Because what I wanted to do was make a more bohemian / industrial styled penthouse on the penthouse lot here in the Arts District. And I also wanted to make a very glamorous and luxurious penthouse in either the the fashion district or the uptown district. And I was actually thinking about doing the more glamorous penthouse as a Let's Build because I wanted to start some kind of city living related Let's Build closer to Christmas. And I think that would be something fun to do. I thought about doing the more industrial style penthouse for that, but I already did a Let's Build of an industrial styled lot or house with what was it? It was the factory, Let's Build a Factory House series. So I think it'd be good to do something that I haven't really done a Let's Build series before, and I just think that'd be something fun to share the process of making, because I just want to have things in it that are just like ridiculous and very opulent, like an indoor swimming pool and an outdoor swimming pool and an indoor basketball court, an indoor home gym and a sauna room and just all this other stuff. And yeah, I think that'll be fun to do. So let me know what you think of that. My only worry with it is that it might end up being a little bit long, but I think it'll be fine because some of the rooms, like an indoor basketball court, won't really take a ton of work to furnish because the basketball court will take most of the space, and there'll also be a lot of windows, so I won't have to worry as much about wall decorations and that sort of thing. So I think it'll be fine. But anyway, right now I'm working on the kitchen, and I just stuck a mirror behind the stove because I felt like there needed to be something, something else on the walls in here, so I just used that as kind of a backsplash right there. And in all 3 of the apartments that I made in this day, I put some kind of mirroring backsplash, whether it was all the way throughout it or just behind 1 or 2 things. Yeah, because that was just the mood I was in that day, and that's kind of what happens if you make a bunch of builds in the same day. You end up just kind of doing similar things in each of them, but at least I made each of them really different styles, so it's not like I just made 3 industrial style apartments, because I didn't want to do that, because that would get a little bit repetitive if I just had 3 apartments that were the exact same style. But yeah, it was really fun to just make different styled apartments. I really had a lot of fun with that. Oh, and in case anyone's wondering where I place this apartment, it's one of the apartments in Medina Studios. I can't remember the exact number, but it's the one that has 3 bedrooms that's still really cheap despite being large. Yeah, I really wanted them to move into the arts district, and that this was just the only apartment that had the space they needed, because I wanted to be able to fit in, 2 bedrooms and then a large art studio, and then also still have a bunch of living space, because I didn't really want the apartment to be super duper cramped. So yeah, this was definitely the best fit for them. And also, if you download this, you may want to delete the walls to the bathrooms and then put them back in, because I haven't done this yet, but what I was gonna do when I upload it is just delete the walls to the rooms and then pull the wall closed. It's kind of tricky to explain, but in the renovation video that I uploaded, I mentioned that I just deleted the walls and left it like that, and then someone left a really helpful comment and let me know that you can just delete the walls and then pull them over. So the walls will still be there, but it'll technically be 1 room, so I can just upload it in 1 file instead of having a bunch of different rooms that you have to puzzle piece together, because that's just a pain in the butt. Like, no one wants to do that. But unfortunately, I think that might mean that if you just stick it in like that and don't do anything, Sims might get embarrassed when other Sims go to the bathroom, because the bathroom will technically be part of the rest of the apartment. So yeah, you're probably going to need to delete the walls to the bathrooms and then put them back in. I don't think any of the other rooms will be a problem like that. But yeah, so if you download and all the walls are still intact, yeah, you're probably going to want to do that. But anyway, right now I'm working on the bar area, which is next to the dining room, of course. And that blue painting that's on the wall, like, I keep thinking it's the TARDIS. Like, I know it's not of the TARDIS, but it just, I think it's of a door and light over it or something like that, but I just can't stop seeing it as the TARDIS. Like, did anyone else just think that was the TARDIS when they first saw that? I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's, it's probably not some kind of reference to that. Although in The Sims 3 Supernatural, they did have, they did pretty much have a Doctor Who reference with the, what was it? It was that teleporter thing. It was called the llama or something like that. What was it called, the llama? I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a reference to Doctor Who, because it, looked like a telephone box telephone booth pretty much, and it came in a blue coloring. Well, I mean, you can make it any color you want because of Sims 3, but I think like when you initially picked it out, it was blue. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but yeah, pretty sure that was a Doctor Who reference. Although when I first got Supernatural, I don't think I watched Doctor Who. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Anyway, right now I'm working on the living room, and it's kind of cramped in here, but that's just because I want to have the TV on that wall, and then I didn't want to have the couches like all the way back against the other wall, because that's just ridiculous. And I did use the curved TV in here because when I put one of the other wall TVs in, it felt too small, because this apartment does have the largest wall height, and I actually find it really tricky to furnish with the tallest wall height, just because I don't know what to do with all the space, so I end up just sticking stuff around like what would be on the lowest wall height and then kind of ignoring the stuff up high, which I probably shouldn't do, but I just don't know what to do with the walls up that high, which ended up being a bit of a problem in the third apartment that I made, which was one for the elderly couple, because that was also in the same building, but I'll talk more about that issue I had with that in the video for that apartment. But anyway, I think the living room's almost done, so I just got kind of a blue and white theme in here. And I really love those rugs, like the patterned rug that I used in the living room. I think that's my favorite pattern from that rug. And I didn't know what else to do with this area back behind the couch, so I just turned that into a play area for their daughter. Thought about putting a piano back there, but these Sims are more artistic than, or at least one of them is more artistic than musical, so I just didn't really see a piano being right for these Sims, and plus the daughter's bedroom is really small, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to fit all of her toys in there, so I just decided to turn this area back here into a little play area, so you got all the toys that she could ever want, kind of, I guess, and also a Void Critter battle station, because the daughter's really into Void Critters, so had to have that out there. Unfortunately, when I made the layout for this apartment, I didn't think about the fact that the daughter's bedroom, which is the one across from this bedroom, which is the couple's bedroom, Taz and Amara, when I made the daughter's bedroom, I didn't think about the fact that there's no windows in it until I made that little, like, I thought about it when I made that player, and I was like, wait a minute, there's no windows in her bedroom. It's kind of like a dungeon. Oops. But they're Sims, so they don't really care about that. It's not a big deal. Plus, most of her activity type items are out elsewhere in the house, so she's not really going to have to be in her bedroom much anyway, because I also stuck a little creative table for her in the art studio area, so she could do art in there with her moms. I thought that would be really cute. But I'm pretty close to being done with this bedroom here. I just went with a purple theme in it, used the really nice canopy bed that came with City Living. I really love that bed. Like, it works so well in both traditional rooms and modern rooms. Because in the grandparents' apartment, I actually used this bed too, but I used it in a room that was furnished a more traditional way. And I need to stop talking about the other apartments I made and just like save talking about them for the videos about them. But I'm just so excited to share all of the apartments. I'm really, really happy with how all of them turned out. Just trying to figure out what to do with the paintings in here. And I got really annoyed by the tall wall height. And I was like, maybe I could put shelves up there. But then I didn't think shelves would look really good. So I just did this and then just left it like that. Just kind of ignore the whole area up above the bed frame. But I think it looks fine anyway. So that bedroom's pretty much done. Oh, wait, no, just getting an ottoman in there last minute. Now it's done. So we're moving on to their bathroom in here. So a little bit more about the Sims is that one of the Sims, Taz, is really, really into art. She has a maxed out painting skill. She also finished the painting related aspiration. So I think that's what gave her the trait that makes it so that she can paint any kind of emotional painting. And she also owns an art gallery. So that's just pretty much her life, which is why I wanted to make an apartment that had a very large art studio in it. I just felt like that would be perfect for her. And what else was I gonna say? Since her skill level is so high, she tends to paint a lot of masterpieces. So she ends up making a good amount of money off her painting. So that's why this apartment is pretty nice. I didn't really keep to a budget with it. Like, I wasn't really trying to make it worth whatever their house was worth plus whatever money they had. I just kind of built it and, figured it'd be fine to just move them into it. I'm not really too worried about keeping a budget because, she makes so many masterpieces anyway, and her gallery's doing so well that, I figured it worked with the story that they would move into such a nice apartment. And this apartment, I think, is bigger than the house they are living in because they're living in this house that I made a while ago called Suburban Ranch. So it's this little 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom ranch house. And I think this is bigger than it because the living area is a lot bigger. The art room's way bigger. It's like at least twice the size of the one that they had before. Because, at that house, the art room was it was the medium-sized bedroom. Like, it was the bedroom that was in the middle. So, like, the daughter's bedroom was smaller than the art room. And then the parents' bedroom was, of course, bigger than the art room. So whereas here the art studio area is bigger than the bedrooms, and I just felt like for these Sims it was more important to have just a large art gallery than to have a large bedroom because they're probably going to be spending more time in there anyway. And then the other Sim, Amara, isn't really that artistic, but I did want to have her get into woodworking so that she could have something to contribute to Taz's art gallery aside from painting. So after they move into this apartment, I'm going to get her into that because I did place a woodworking station in the art studio area. But right now I'm working on the daughter's bedroom, and I feel so bad that, actually, I don't know, she's a Sim, I don't really feel that bad about it, but she kind of ended up with a crappy bedroom because it's just like this little dungeon with it's not really like a dungeon, but it's just got no windows, so it's very dark. But like I said, she's probably not going to be spending that much time in here anyway, so it's fine. Like, she's just going to sleep in here. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, I'm almost done with this because I just put it in this bookshelf and then move that chair over there, and that was about it. So now we're moving on to this bathroom in here, which I just furnished pretty similarly to the other one because at this point I was just ready to be done with working on this apartment because I finished this one, then I took a break, and then I came back, and then I finished the other two because the other two were smaller than this one, so I just did both of them one right after the other in one sitting. But the apartment's almost done because the last room that I have to furnish is the art studio, and here I'm just figuring out some decorations to put in here. I wasn't really too detailed with the furnishing of this bathroom because, like I said, I just wanted to be done at this point. I did use the talking toilets at both the bathrooms because there was one that I think was under 1,000 simoleons. So I figured why not? Why not just put the talking toilets in and have some fun with it? I mean, I personally wouldn't want to have a talking toilet. I think that's kind of creepy. But for the Sims, it's cool. So yeah, we'll just have that in there and they can have fun with it. I don't know. Is there such thing as talking toilets in real life? I don't know. I've never really looked into that. I'm kind of curious as to whether there actually are talking toilets. I might have to look into that. But anyway, we're on to the whole art room now. I just stuck in a whole bunch of those art items that you get unlocked through the artist career and just a bunch of other various things throughout it. And yeah, since we're almost done with this, I just want to mention that if you want to download this, there'll be a link to do so in the description. Then also have stuff in there on how to find it in-game. And yeah, that's all I have to say, so I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video.